for the fans. The glory for the pinstripes.
What's up, Yanks Nation? Welcome back to the channel. I've got some red-hot info straight from league sources about our strategy this offseason. We are at an absolutely crucial moment, and Brian Cashman has some massive decisions on his plate. The big name on the market, as everyone knows, is Kyle Tucker, the Chicago Cubs outfielder. He is, without a doubt, the best position player available in free agency. But the question every Yankees fan is asking is, are we getting in that fight? What I'm hearing, and this is coming from very reliable sources, aligned with what John Heyman over at the New York Post is reporting, is that the competition for Tucker is getting insane. The Blue Jays are ready to spend big money. They tried to get Shohei Ohtani. They tried for Juan Soto. And my sources are telling me they would still have gone after Vlad Guerrero Jr., even if they had landed one of those guys. They are desperate for a big name to shake up the AL East. And of course, you have the usual suspects. The Dodgers and the Giants both are logical destinations for Tucker, and both have deep pockets ready for a bidding war. But here's the twist that every fan of the Pinstripers needs to know. My sources, lining up with what Heyman is digging up, indicate that right now, Kyle Tucker is not Brian Cashman's #1 priority. That's right. The main focus, the item at the top of the to-do list, is trying to bring Cody Bellinger back to the Bronx. There's a mutual feeling the Yankees are prioritizing Bellinger, and there are strong rumors that he'd like to return. He fit in well here, found his groove. However, nobody should expect this to happen quickly. This is going to be a process, and we aren't alone in the race for Belly. The Dodgers, his old team, could very well try to bring him back. The outfield is a weak spot for them, and a lot of fans in LA still love him, which complicates things for us. And to add yet another layer of complexity, keep an eye on the Royals. Yes, the Royals, they are actively looking for an elite bat. They've been linked to Alex Bregman. Tucker or Bellinger would be great options for them, although my sources say Tucker is likely out of their price range. But Bellinger, they might try to make a serious run. Why Bellinger first? It makes sense from a strategic standpoint. He's a known commodity in our clubhouse. We saw what he can do at Yankee Stadium, and his defense in center field is elite. Cashman might be looking at the cost-benefit analysis. Bellinger, while he's going to get paid, will almost certainly cost less than the gigantic contract Tucker is going to command. That would free up funds for other critical areas like the bullpen or maybe more rotation depth. The question lingering is, was the Bellinger we saw in 2025 the real Bellinger, or was it a regression after his spectacular 2024 comeback? It's a gamble, but in the Bronx, we're used to high-stakes gambles. The front office seems to believe he can maintain the level we saw, and re-signing him stabilizes the outfield without forcing us into a bank-breaking bidding war. His return also sits well with the locker room. However, Yanks Nation is split. A lot of the bleacher creatures want the big name, the splash on the market, and that name is Kyle Tucker. But Cashman's strategy seems more calculated this year, maybe learning from past mistakes on massive contracts that didn't pan out. Now let's talk about what really matters when it comes to Kyle Tucker, the price tag. And folks, brace yourselves. The numbers I'm hearing are astronomical. Jim Bowden over at The Athletic is predicting Tucker will land a 10-year, $427 million contract. I'll repeat that, $427 million. That is top-tier money reserved for the Ohtanis and Judges of the world. And it's not just Bowden. Kylie McDaniel at ESPN did a deep dive last month, surveying 20 scouts, execs, and agents around the league to get a feel for Tucker's market value. The average projection from all 20 of those sources is 10.1 years, totaling $391.5 million. That's an average annual value AAV of $38.8 million. The median projection, the center point of these deals, is right around $390 million. We are talking about a payroll-defining commitment for an entire decade. The question is he worth it? Let's look at his numbers. The guy has hit at least 22 home runs in each of the last 5 seasons. He's a 4-time All-Star. He won a Gold Glove in 2022 and a Silver Slugger in 2023. And by the way, Tucker finished 5th in the American League MVP voting in 2023 after driving in a career-high and league-leading 112 runs. He is a consistent production machine. So here's the dilemma for Brian Cashman and Hal Steinbrenner. The Yankees, the evil empire, have the money. We always do, but will they spend it this way? Going after Tucker very likely means letting Cody Bellinger walk. It means committing nearly $40 million a year to one player for an entire decade. That directly impacts the ability to retain our own future talents like Anthony Volpe or Jason Dominguez. When it's time to pay them, the choice between Bellinger and Tucker is really a choice of philosophy. Bellinger is the more comfortable fit, likely cheaper, and an elite defensive center fielder who has already proven he can handle New York. Tucker is the superior, more consistent bat and a true slugger who would fit perfectly between Aaron Judge and Juan Soto, if Soto stays, but that's a topic for another video. Tucker turns the Bronx Bombers lineup into something truly terrifying. And as Bowden and Mark Feinsand at MLB.com point out, the list of suitors is long. Dodgers, Mets, Phillies, Giants, and even the Cubs trying desperately to keep him. If we want Kyle Tucker, we are going to have to pay the absolute top of the market. There will be no discount. So, to summarize the main story today, while Kyle Tucker is the top prize of free agency, my information indicates the Yankees are currently focused on securing the return of Cody Bellinger. The competition for Tucker is growing. Blue Jays, Dodgers, Giants, and his projected price tag, near $400 million, is making the front office cautious. Now, I want to hear from you, Yanks Nation. What do you think of this strategy? Is Cashman right to prioritize Bellinger, looking for better value and a known fit? Or should the evil empire do what we've always done, go all in, get the best talent available, damn the cost, and put Kyle Tucker in pinstripes? Leave your comments below. I want to read every opinion. This is your channel for real information and straight-up analysis on our Yankees. If you want quick updates and deep dive analysis just like this, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell. I bring you the information as soon as I get it.